Oh, wait, that's the background. Yeah, there we go. There we are. All right, so brief recap of what happened last session. You have been the past couple of sessions now exploring through the Necrona caves and the crypt of Necrona specifically. While you explored throughout the caverns, you've learned a lot of interesting tidbits of lore, or rather beginning to put together a little bit of interesting tidbits of lore that the Astral as well as Io may have more of a connection than you have realized. After exploring through the caverns and speaking with the undead Astari, you arrive within the crypt of the Necrona, exploring through its lengths. Tremor, you had a chance to link with and communicate with Necrona, who wished to give you a test, but was willing to also impart with you a portion of their power. But wanted to see how you would aid against a creature of its creation, in which case it created a sort of lich construct that was acclimated to Tremor from an altar of blood that was offered, that Tremor also offered. We are currently at the aftermath of that. You all leveled up to 8. Did you all finish leveling up, or did you have any other questions?
We're still playing at 7, right? Until we rest?
Yeah, because we haven't actually,
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you would be able to now if you so decide to.
Oh, we can
Well,
just
we're
rest
not-
here.
We're
Mhm.
not long resting here.
You don't like caves? Tombs?
It's the time we'd be wasting.
I'm
Yeah, I
still too excited to
suppose.
sleep because of this.
Oh, the golden... Oh, yeah.
You look
And
over
you
at
want
the
to see what
golden brazier.
happens? I could also just check with, Krana, now that we're, like, homies.
Oh yeah, that is right.
Do you want me to do that?
Can you just reach out to him in your mind?
I mean, I was going to use the chair, but... let me see. And he's going to focus in his mind and see if Krana's just, like, chilling there like a passenger.
So you you begin to like channel inwards as if some greater deep voice is going to resonate within your mind, and all you hear is just the usual buzz of your brain. And no, you are unable to communicate with Necrona.
Nope, no passengers. I'm going back to the chair.
Wait, it's dark.
As you see
doesn't
Tremor
wait.
begin to like wander off at that point. The door at this point will open up, and you just see Tremor just like rushing ahead. Everyone's still kind of in darkness. Fortunately, there's a little bit of a head. The freaking the little head over there, yeah. So you sit back down.
Casually sit back in the chair like he's lounging on a sofa.
You'll see Tremor once again just sit back and lean back in the chair, and do you allow the voice inside your mind?
Mm-hmm.
Yepers.
You have done well.
Surprised?
There is no such emotion for me. It has been quite some time since anyone has been within this crypt. You either would have succeeded or not. And
True.
you have.
We were thinking of lighting those golden braziers. Just wanted to let you know.
I see. You understand the meaning of them.
I assume it's like a secret treasure chamber. Like a puzzle.
Your assumption would be correct.
Yeah. So you don't mind if we, plunder that?
I have no need for the material possessions that I've left within this crypt. If it aids you, you are free to, as you state, plunder.
Any other liches in there, or anything we should be aware of, or just more of those little ghost-fired things?
There are no liches located within the treasure chamber. As you continue to ignite, though, I have left guardians within the braziers. However, since you are now a guest of my crypt, I will allow you to take what you need from the treasure chambers, and I will suspend the security that I have placed upon these braziers.
Thank you, that's very generous.
Be sure to light only the gold. Igniting any others will lead into a explosive. You are already aware.
Yes, we discovered that the hard way.
Necrona's like trying to be like coy, and you're like, explosion. Yeah, got it.
Now, so we can fulfill our side of the bargain. Is there anything we can help you with? Be it knowledge of the outside world, or, I don't know, exacting some ancient revenge? What sort of deal do you have in here?
I am long past and beyond the needs of vengeance. However, I am curious of what has happened to my home planet.
Io.
Yes. You seek knowledge. Is that correct?
I do.
Tell me, boy, what are your goals? What do you hope to achieve?
I wish to understand and conquer the passage between life and death. For those that met an unlikely or unfair end, to have a second chance at life, to restore power to those that had it taken from them. That's what I wish.
You wish to conquer the inevitable end of those that are mortal?
I suppose I don't necessarily... I wish to use this power to right the wrongs of those that came before me, or those that acted on account of me. It's not necessarily for self-interest.
It matters not your motive. Simply the means of which you wish to complete your objectives.
I have no qualms as to what the means can be. I'll do whatever it takes.
A silence will fall over the room as you will feel your brain, like your mind, your head begins to throb as if you were about to, like a migraine was beginning to form.
Seems you've met with interesting creatures. You seem to already be connected with great powers. You have met an Astari. Is this correct?
Yes. Headmaster Levin. Are you aware of them?
I am unfamiliar with this name, but
Your mind, the migraine will at this point sink in. It's uncomfortable. It's not like a unbearable pain that throbs within your head, but I mean it's a very unsettling, uncomfortable. You'll actually everyone, as Tremor is silent upon the throne. I mean, I could see where you made like reactionarily, like your hand will just kind of like move to your head to try and like ease this burden.
he is no longer with you, and yet still is.
I managed to contain his soul before he passed on.
Yes. You have a vessel of great power on your being. This
Yes.
is an excellent start for your journey into what you seek.
What do you mean?
You don't even realize the power you hold. You've been given a great gift without realizing what is in your possession. This Astari has something connected with it, something familiar to me. And you have it, and you've brought it to me. How fortuitous.
What do you want with it?
It is not necessarily what I want, but what I can give you once we tap into it.
What will become of the soul it houses?
Do you have a connection to this soul?
He was my mentor for a time. And instrumental in the establishing of this force against Cosmikara.
Then perhaps he can teach you one final lesson. Everything has a price when it comes to the elements of death. Things must have an exchange. Look at it as a satchel of coin. And right now, you have the wealth of a kingdom.
What? How do you mean? What would I... Are you saying to sacrifice this soul, it would... What would that do?
It would give you exactly what you desire.
And what of the soul? Does it cease to exist? Does it exist within me?
The soul will simply become a pylon of power. A soul is a very sensitive entity. And as you further tap into it, it will cease to be an entity that you recognize. It is simply power that can funnel into your necromantic desires.
Like a battery.
Precisely.
Wait, I guess batteries aren't a thing in Nio.
Well, like a font of power. Yeah,
the concept of a battery.
Yeah. I'm not I'm not gonna push up my glasses and be like
an Energizer bunny battery. Right in front of me. I gotcha. All right. Can I think on this before making a decision?
You may. I have already conquered the boundaries of life. I can wait a little longer.
And Tremor will step up out of the throne.
Before you leave.
you like get up and then you like go back down.
The Astari race tapped into a magical power that is unfamiliar to you. Its fragments spread across the Astral. Even its briefest fragment, as mentioned before, has created races that have yet to be seen when I lived on Io.
And you'll kind of like eye over to Duckazon.
Hmm.
And then you'll eye over to Zahani.
They have only the slightest fragment. An Astari, in its natural state, would contain a great power compared to you. But this being, this headmaster that you have, fortuitously, this is one of the most richest souls that I have seen of power. I theorize that there is a link connected to one of our old gods.
You mean related to the Cosmo or even others that we don't even know about on Io?
I feel a connection with this, but I am uncertain if it is attuned to Divyana or Voidrana.
If this vessel were to be used, though, wouldn't we never get to the bottom of that connection? Or do you think it would reveal itself?
That is uncertain. But that is a connection of the past. And that time is long gone. If you wish to keep this soul around in the hopes to satisfy some curiosity, I would consider that an unfortunate waste of potential.
I'll think on what you said and make my decision before we leave.
You can think as long as you want.
Tremor.
Yeah.
You feel as if something is trying to take over. Something is trying to force itself within you.
I would resist that.
You're like, I would definitely resist that.
I'm allowed, I'm cool with him talking to me in my head, but not controlling.
Has Tremor changed at all, like on the chair? Or is he pretty calm?
He just looks like he's just been sitting there. But go ahead and give me an insight check.
Okay.
And I'll give you the save that you need to make here.
Never mind. Why is he taking
That's
so long?
I love
Just sat
him.
there playing a prank.
Oh my god.
I'm bored.
You're on your own, my dude.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
I was gonna give you as well.
Oh, 14.
Oh. Well, I see the 5 there. Unless there's something that gives you an advantage.
This is a 14 first for me.
Okay, go ahead and roll it again.
Okay. Oh, I see. On your screen, it's a 5 first. For me, it was a 14 first. That's weird.
Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead and roll again.
I didn't roll an advantage, though. I don't know why that popped up.
You might have just accidentally, like, double-clicked it. What the
Now
fuck?
I got a 20.
He's doing it twice again.
Maybe you have 2 windows open. Do you have 2 roll 20s open?
Wait.
Oh.
Let me try it again.
Did you have 2 windows open?
There we go.
Okay, there we
Yeah.
go. 16. Let me think about this. Let me calculate a DC. I will say the entity, you feel it trying to enter you. It isn't necessarily it's trying to take over you, but it is trying to house itself within you. And currently with a 16, you are resisting its entry.
Trimmer will speak up. If you have other desires, speak plainly. Do not act without my knowledge.
Hold on, I'm thinking what I'm coming in, and you like close the door, and it's like, all right, so.
As I have expressed, what I thought was clear. I wish to see the world that you are from. Surely I cannot do that from within a crypt.
Well, then request that of me.
I
will grant it.
I thought my intentions were clear, but if I am to act upon ceremony, allow me entry into your vessel.
Let's get this straight. I see this as a partnership. I'll let you travel alongside and see through my eyes and learn what I learn. But only so long as we're both satisfied with the results.
This is acceptable.
All right. Hop on in.
Hop on in.
Yeah. At that point, you will feel the entity go, like you feel it's this necrotic energy swell within you, and you are now housing the soul of Necrona.
Dude, I'm like a starry school bus of souls.
You're freaking Quirrell, dude.
Oh my god, you're right. Does the face grow on the back of my head?
Harry Potter.
The boy. In his pocket. In his pocket. What's in the goblin's pocket?
Oh my.
Oh my god.
I have a headcanon that like Necrona instantly becomes an angsty teenager. Like he's just sent back to my mental state and he's like, oh no.
He's gonna hate it inside your head.
What is this? This sucks.
Wake me up.
I try so hard, Tremor. But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Tell me about it.
So yeah, you wake up, you're back on the throne, and you are in full control of your facilities. In addition
up.
to Necrona being a part of you now, you believe that you understand more the control of necrotic flesh, including mainly that of Cosma, which is why the Inevitable wanted you to come here in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You have acquired the spell Bane of Cosma. I will read it for everyone. I believe you've already added it to your spell sheet. And if you haven't, I'm sure you will soon. I'm gonna go ahead and look that up. Nope, homebrew. Gotta go to my homebrew. The Bane of Cosma is a 4th level spell. It's a casting time of 1 action, counts as necromancy. No attack or saving throw, it just connects over to a being of Cosma, and is a concentration effect of 3 rounds. You channel ancient necrotic energies from that of the fallen Astari, a fragment of what was the old magics. You link to a being of Cosma while maintaining concentration. You're able to deal 150 points of true damage to a being of Cosma per round of concentration. The damage cannot be adjusted through additional means. Once the concentration ends, either through duration, interruption, or cancellation, the being of Cosma will forever be immune to this effect. You are able to complete a full concentration cast. Your 4th level slot is unused.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Very, very tasty. All
So-
beings of Cosma?
Beans of Cosma. That's right. Get you a nice
Cosma beans.
nice Cosma chili there. A little bit of ancient astral spice, you know.
All right, he'll step up to everyone else.
Finally.
We're good to just light these now. And he's gonna take out a torch and just light the gold
Why
thing.
did
That
that
took
take
a
so
very
long?
long
Was
time
he
to
telling?
find that out, yes.
Yeah, was he telling you where to go?
Yeah, you were literally sitting there for like I would say a couple of minutes.
We had a good talk. I think I need some time here to think. I know we need to get back as soon as possible, but maybe you guys can go check out the treasure and I can just kind of think for a bit.
Is it safe? Did he tell you what lies beyond?
So there's treasure.
Yeah. Yeah, there's treasure and it's safe. There's no more Guardians of the Flame or anything.
Oh,
All
did
right.
you say thank you?
I did.
Oh,
I'm very
good.
polite, Al. I've grown a lot.
I'm impressed.
Well, which way is the treasure then? While you think.
I assume back up that way. I'll just go light this one.
Thank you, teacher.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Have fun over there in your corner. Let's go.
It maybe wouldn't be a bad idea, Al, to send your head with him just to keep an eye and make sure he's all right.
Head is the only
Ah.
light I have.
Oh, yeah.
Point.
Yeah. It's
Wait.
okay. Head's coming. Head's coming.
Um,
Just gonna move myself into that room because it's confusing.
Oh, wait,
How-
we've lit these ones. Yes.
how hard is it, Brett? I know before, like in the week before we went on this trip, I had made contact with Levin,
Mhm.
but I'd want to do so again while in this tomb. While they're not around.
It will. So since you've already made contact, there's a cooldown period that you are still in. It'll be another week before you may attempt
Oh,
to
really?
communicate. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, it's like.
I thought I made contact
that's-
at the beginning of the week before we went on this trip, or is that? Sure.
You know what? Now that you mentioned that, yes, you will be able to make contact with Levin again.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
yeah,
we've
that
lit
was.
all of the torches.
I thought that was like in the middle of it. Yeah. Yes. So As you look around, it appears all the golden braziers are there, but the door remains closed.
Oh, okay.
How do I distinguish this one, maybe?
Blow on it,
Distinguish.
perhaps.
You mean put it out?
I'll cast control flames. I assume that will put it out, or at least diminish it to an amount that can be blown out.
As Sahani lets out a big just blow out, he just kind of like bats at the flame and then it dissipates at that point. The door remains closed.
I wonder if Tremor's new friend told him about this.
Huh.
And they're all lit, even the ones in the. Is there any in the front room?
There were side doors this way.
They were
Do you
speaking
recall
so
those?
long, I assumed he was telling him how we could get through the door.
Yeah. Tremor.
You're like rooms away. There's like no way I'm gonna hear you.
So while you all are continuing to look to figure out what you may have been missing, Tremor, please allow me an Arcana check. And do so at an advantage.
Right, I have to edit this because I had changed it after my level up, so put it back to before level up. At advantage. Oh, there it did.
Oh, there it is.
Plus the 2 from Familiar Bond. Or was it 3? What was it?
It'd be whatever your proficiency is.
Yeah, so plus 3. So
Okay. So
22.
you hold out the phylactery. It glows blue. And you will see a spirit manifest itself in front of you. It is the spirit of Levin. His back is faced to you as he moves forward, looking around.
Do you know what this place is?
He turns around to you with a sort of like bewildered expression. I'm sorry?
Do you know what this place is?
He blinks for a moment. And he steps forward to look at you. And he tilts his head. And he says, "Oh, you're Tremor, correct?"
Does he look different to me?
He does not.
Man. Trimmer will sigh. Yeah.
My apologies. It's been some time, I suppose. He looks around. This is not the archives.
You turned the archives into an academy.
He looks down for a moment. Yes, an academy. And you are here at... And he's looking around. This is the Crypt of Necrana.
Yeah. It is. What do you know about that?
I remember reading a book of it once. A location of great necrotic energy. An unknown phenomenon where the dead roam. I have never been to it myself, but it seemed to be a font of great power. And you've made it here. Well done, Tremor. You show great promise. He'll nod to you.
I made it here thanks to you.
He'll look down again. You found a book? Or maybe you read one of my journals. You seem to be a curious young lad. But that's good, I suppose.
Yes. And he'll speak in Astari to Levin, and he'll say, I learned of your past and where you came from, your people.
He looks forward at you with this raw emotion on his face. It was the only time you saw him give this face was when he was with Gideon attempting to revive Al. And he looks at you, and you see a tear actually go down his face. And he says to you, in the common tongue, it feels familiar, and yet, why can't I remember? And then he disappears as the spell ends.
Tremor's gonna choke back tears, actually. It's one thing to have the person you respect make a decision you don't agree with and, lose faith in your eyes, but to see them lose their own control is a very different thing. And I think he'll look at the phylactery and kind of put his hand on it and maybe whisper in Astari, You did well. Let's make it count. And then he's going to channel or ask Necrana to complete the ritual and use the soul.
So you will feel necrotic energy leave your hand at that point as it fades a deep green over the phylactery. And it goes from blue, like it glows like a vibrant blue. And you will hear a voice in your head.
Are you offering this to me?
I'm ready to receive its power. He gave his life to save another. If I can not make that sacrifice in vain, if I can use this same life to save more, that's what he would have wanted.
I am unfamiliar with the being that you speak of. You've had a great connection. This gift will not be squandered.
And you will see it then you will literally hear a loud shattering noise echo throughout the halls of the crypt as it turns into a deep green.
This energy of raw power, of raw life. To tap into it effectively, you must be an appropriate vessel. Are you
what does that-
ready?
what
Are
does
you
that mean?
ready to offer one more? Are you ready to pay one more price? And you too will never have to worry of a natural death.
Tremor's gonna look to Ellie.
Oh, God. She's looking at you, seeing what you're doing, but not hearing anything. So she has a very concerned look on her face, but she... actually, you know what? Go give me an insight check. And do so at an advantage. Oh. Well, I will say from what you've rolled, her face is that of resolve to you. You're doing what you need to do, and while she might not understand exactly what is happening, she has the same look of determination she gives you as if you were doing a typical experiment within your room.
I think he's been very emotional for all of this, and seeing her face, I think he'll try to steel himself into a face of resolve as well. And he'll just nod. Whatever it takes.
Then allow me to bestow upon you another gift.
Necrona wishes to tap into its magics using the font of power inside the phylactery that you have. He's attempting to transform your being, and while you can guess what it is, you are uncertain of what he is about to do to you. Do you accept it, or would you resist it?
I accept it.
Very well. You would, at that point in time, have the sudden feeling of a heart attack as your heart stops. You would fall over immediately upon the chair, and you just like instinctively like grab for your chest, and something's wrong. You're losing oxygen. You're struggling to breathe. And as you try to breathe, nothing's coming in. And you would just see, you would see Ellie just rush over to you at that point. And you would, at this point, or this moment, black out as your hit points drop to 0. And while that is happening, I'm going to go back to the other players. So what is everyone else doing?
Well, when we lit the fires, it didn't open still?
Correct.
So I think Duck and I were going to check if there was any other hallways or anything in the front
I wanted
room.
to check the side doors that were over here as well.
Okay.
There were more.
Feel free to
I'd
do
probably
so.
go with
I
Zahani.
need floating
And
head.
But it's also pretty dark over here, so I don't think Duck and I are moving away from this lit brazier.
I mean, technically, I'd be going to, like, if this is not open, we've got no more instructions, and
This one is still
Tremor was the
closed.
only one.
Did Tremor light the other one, do you think?
I have no idea.
He
It's
said he
just-
was going to, right?
He's just sitting on the chair. He did not listen.
As you walk in, you actually see Tremors slumped over on the chair, blood pouring from the side of his lip.
Oh dear.
Is this normal, do you think?
Ellie is rushing over, and she's just desperately signing at you all, and you can't, since you don't know the sign, you're uncertain what she's saying.
Is he
But
hurt?
does it look frantic?
Oh, it's very frantic, yes. Like
okay,
like
I think something is wrong.
she's visibly crying at this point.
Does he
What?
need to be brought back?
I'm gonna.
I send the head back to the others.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna kind of make it go a little bit frantic, up and down, almost just kind of insinuate, like, follow me. And then bring the head back into here.
Okay, so we'd essentially follow the head back into the throne room.
Correct.
Yeah, just trying to lure you guys there.
I can.
And then whilst the head's doing that,
Yeah.
fuck. If we had a long rest first, I knew what I would do, but I don't.
Zahane, you got anything? Any food? Tremitter's he's unconscious, I think.
Can I put my fingers to his neck to check if he's breathing?
You feel no pulse.
He's dead.
I can try something.
What?
I don't
Okay.
know it will work if he is dead. It's going to
Oh,
hurt
this is
me a
what
little
happens.
bit.
Well, how much? Don't hurt yourself too much.
I think I can take it. I've never done it yet.
Do it.
I deal 17 necrotic damage to myself and attempt to heal for 34.
So necrotic energies surge onto you, and you deal 17 damage upon yourself.
Damn, that's a good heal.
And as you place your hand to heal, it is ineffective. And the only conclusion you can come to why the heal is not going through is because you are attempting to heal a corpse.
I
Okay.
don't think he's asleep.
He's dead.
Can-
Gideon, you have brought me back from death.
Gideon will rush over and just try to pick Tremor's body up and get him off the chair.
I do it again.
No, what are you doing?
That's
I need to bring him back.
That's another 22 points of damage dealt to you as nothing is happening.
Zani, stop! It's not working.
But he is all that I have right now.
No.
Tremor.
Just get him off the chair.
Yeah, I'll help Gideon.
Tremor, your eyes open.
Ah!
As you realize that you're awake, but almost as if you've awakened from a bad dream, I would say, as you're now in the arms of Gideon. You return back to full health.
Tremor.
Hey.
Your gasp is that of an instinctual knee-jerk reaction, as it feels weird to breathe.
Did I do it?
I think so.
I don't feel so good.
Tremor, explain yourself.
He'd look over to Al. Does he look any different? Does it feel any different for me to turn my head?
It feels the same.
I made a hard choice.
Yes.
Why?
I needed to. It's gonna
Thanks.
be okay.
No, explain yourself.
You just had to light the gold one, not the stone one, teacher.
I lit the gold one.
What hard choice did you make?
Do I feel any different? Or am I just fucking dead?
What would you try anything? Like, would you feel anything? Would you attempt anything?
Yeah, I mean, I think he'd be checking all of his body, facilities. You know, he'd be like touching he'd sniff something, he'd touch the chair, he'd like
Mhm.
see if he could hear well, like is there
Yeah,
anything
as
functioning
you're
differently?
feeling around, the feeling feels a little more numbed. Just
I-
slightly, but it's like off.
Could you help me up?
Yes. Tremor, why did the chair kill you? Did your friend kill you?
No.
Well, Zahani tried to heal you, and at first it had no effect, and
I made a sacrifice.
What do you mean?
How do I explain? You remember the Astari outside?
Of course.
How they became walking husks of
Okay.
themselves?
Mm-hmm.
I summoned Levin. I checked up on him, and he was starting to lose it too. Before long, he would be like one of them. It was only a week, and he'd forgotten so much. I had to preserve him, his power. So I put it in here. He points at himself.
Preserved him. And
He'll
his,
hold up the phylactery.
to
And
stop him from deteriorating any further, you preserved his soul.
the energy of it, at least. I don't know all the details, but
Well,
He
we
holds
know
up the
one
phylactery.
detail. It killed you to do so. And we're in... no offense if you could hear me, sir, but we're inside a necromancer's... essentially tomb. The resting place with many traps. What makes you think this was a good idea? How do you know that you weren't just tricked?
I saw Levin with my own eyes. I heard him.
Zahani, can you do an illusion, please, of Levin?
All right. From what I can remember, yes. And minor illusion 11 in front of me.
The number 11?
As you can see,
Actual
Zahani's illusion's very convincing. How do you know that you were not just tricked to do something extremely dangerous?
Tremor's gonna glare at Al. I know.
Were you instructed to do this by the necromancer that resides here?
We made a deal.
Oh,
And you expect that to end well?
Desperate times and all that. He'll kind of smirk.
we weren't that desperate. Not that
Oh?
desperate.
We weren't desperate to kill the child of a dead god.
Not desperate enough to make dealings with a necromancer. Look,
Or at least discuss it with us first.
Isn't
The
teacher a
sign-
necromancer? I make deals with him.
Yeah.
the
good
difference
point.
is that you're an amateur. This one is a very powerful ancient being. Had a
Zahani,
lich for a pet.
Zahani,
Yes.
dispel your illusion.
Oh, yes, I am sorry. I just liked looking at it.
It's so.
Tremor,
Mm,
Levin's soul is preserved in you, or Levin's soul is powering you.
I. I don't know. It might be the latter. But you have to understand, his soul was deteriorating. It cannot be contained in pristine condition.
And you know for certain that there would have been no reversing the deterioration of his soul. You know for certain that
In
he
all
could
of
not
my
be
research, phylacteries are imperfect.
saved. Are you willing to?
What would you do?
Speak with us.
Confer.
What would I do? I risked my life to preserve his soul. We risked our lives to preserve his soul. I would do that again.
It was just buying time. It wouldn't have.
So we
been
buy
forever.
time.
There was
Isn't that
no
what
more
you've been
time
doing?
to buy.
And Gideon will point over to Ellie. Isn't that all you've been doing with Ellie? You've been buying time,
Oh,
but so quickly you'll cast aside Levin's soul?
He'll be silent at that and just kind of glare. That's different.
Explain, like I'm 3, how it's different.
Levin gave his life to save another. I would give my life to save the others. The others that I have cost. The others that I will cost in the future. This is the solution for both. Levin and I. We make our sacrifice so others will live.
You think that you deciding to spend Levin's soul as a resource is the same as him giving up his own to save Al?
Yes, I do. You did not see him. What was left of him? If he had the facility for choice, he would have done the same.
Would he have?
I
I
believe
don't
so.
think we know that for sure. And quite frankly, to talk about this from an academic and moral point of view, now I see the problems with necromancy being illegal back in Io, back where we come from. But their reasoning behind it is that there's never been a good necromancer. Because they're impulsive. They make decisions like this. Selfish, dangerous decisions that you don't know the consequences of, that could have drastic problems for the future. You could be worse than Cosmokara. Perhaps this power is just beyond you. My suggestion going forward is we can't change what you just did, but we don't know what is contained in you now. We need precautions against you in case you suddenly can't control it.
I want to try to step into Ellie's space to check Tremor's pulse.
Yeah. You would like walk through her. Do you try and like
Yeah, I was
Go-
just gonna walk through her like she's
an
invisible.
apparition?
She's not there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Ice cold.
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Oh,
Actually, you can take a 10 on it. It's fine. You're not in any rush, so you just kind of be like feeling around. You feel no pulse.
you don't have a pulse.
You're undead.
I don't know what that makes me. But I did not do this for selfish reasons. I believe that. There's no reason I can't be a good necromancer.
There's no reason you can't be a foolish one either.
Maybe foolish, but risks need to be taken. And I'd rather take them on myself than put them on others.
What you just did put it on others. We are
Levin.
a team, and you'd made this decision without speaking to anyone. You took a soul that we saved and spent it on yourself.
You say
can't think of
spent like
anything
it's a
more selfish.
resource.
Isn't
Isn't
it?
that what it was to you? A resource that you were able to just... What did we leave you here for 2 minutes? In that time, it was enough to decide that his soul was beyond repair.
He was slipping. If I
Seems you've
waited
fallen.
another week to communicate with him, I couldn't be sure what was left.
So what happens to his soul now? Wouldn't it be okay if he slipped away?
He would have
Most
lost
souls,
all semblance of himself.
he would
No,
have been a
don't
spirit.
you
would have no
understand, Al?
identity.
It would have been a waste of power. That power could not go to waste.
I don't believe you did this for selfish reasons. I think your reasoning is that you believe this power will help us save the day. However, Gideon, Duck, all right, you could have just endangered us.
How?
Because what if you
I'm
can't
still in
control this
control of
power?
my facilities.
For now,
I would
Wow.
not endanger you.
you're undead. You're no longer the same person. You
You've
just used a
trusted-
soul.
A very powerful, probably very evil creature who you've just met.
You don't know.
You don't know, and yet you put everything on the line.
One of the biggest lessons we've learned at school is that we're stronger together. In every challenge we faced, we've always failed if we've done it so alone. If you'd done this with us, maybe you'd had the same result, but with a little bit of safety. Right now, we don't know what we're doing.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I understand your anger. I feel anger too.
Look, we can't change what just happened now. But quite frankly, I have no will to stay in this place for much longer than we have to. Because I don't trust whatever was in that chair, whatever's in this place. And I think, quite frankly, you don't have any remorse or regret for what you just did. Even if it plays out to be a positive thing, there's no knowing how long until it might turn against you. This person had a chair where it was waiting for potentially millennia before someone to sit in there. This spirit could be the most patient, evil spirit you've ever come across. Yes, Cosmokara might be defeated by this, but what comes after that? You don't know what you've just messed with. And we're going to have to build precautions, and that's going to take us to spend more time away from Cosmokara so that we can look after whatever's inside of you to make sure it doesn't come out and harm anyone.
I will cooperate with these precautions. I didn't mean to put you in harm's way. I'm sorry if I have.
We know that.
Perhaps next time, some unknown being tries to make a possibly very high stakes deal with you, and you have time to think it over, you discuss it with us.
Okay.
Duck's right. From now on, we make an agreement between the five of us. 6, sorry. I'm Ellie. If we have to make a drastic decision, we confer. Always. We are individual wizards. Are smart. A group of them are undefeatable. We put our minds together from now on.
Okay.
If your new best friend has our best intentions, what did he tell us about what else we can find here and how to open that damn door?
I believe I can now. But first, he looked at Gideon. I know this hurts you the most. What happened, what I chose, what I did. But you have to know. He's gonna look genuinely, really sad. Levin was gone. There's nothing I could have done to repair what was lost. It was only going to get worse. Worse than death. A slow atrophying. At least I made it quick.
When you say that, Gideon turns around and lunges at you.
Oh, fuck.
Like, almost like a schoolyard lunge.
You won't resist.
And he'll just kind of, I guess for lack of a better word, be straddling you. And you just see as his hands are holding him up, his hands are by your head. His arms are shaking. And you can see his eyes welling with tears. And then he gets off of you. And he stands up. And goes as far as he can without being in darkness.
I'll send the head with him.
Tremor, I hope that we just... It might be that Tremor just died in this room today. And I hope that's not the case. But we have work to get to. Doc is right. We should get into that room, get the treasure, and get home.
Tremor, as you walk by the door, it opens to its master.
On.
What's in here, Tremor?
What's in here, Necrona? He'll think to himself.
An ancient experiment that I was working with. It is yet complete. If you seek the treasure within the crypt, simply light the gold brazier.
Light that first, and he'll point at the gold brazier.
What was the message before about greed, danger, but fortune?
You hear the sound of a door opening to the north.
I'll send the head.
He'll think to himself.
What is up on this mantle situation?
He'll ask Necrona if we should bother with the experiment up here or leave it.
The experiment will place you in great danger.
Don't touch it. Trust me,
They look nice.
it's dangerous. The other door opened.
Cannot do that right now.
Come on, Zahani.
Coughs up blood.
Me too.
Seems to be two chests in the other room.
Tremor will think to himself, are the chests trapped?
You have completed its trial. No further danger awaits, or your gain of material possession.
These aren't trapped. You can open them.
I'll take the risk, I suppose.
Attempt to open the one on the left, or the bottom one.
He was lying. Now you are also a lich.
Everything's going to be okay.
He turns around. Now you, Zahani, you open this one.
Let me see something real quick. You receive what appears to be a stone of some kind. Al, you recognize it as an iron stone.
For stone. Give it. What's in your pocket?
Oh, they're really good, I think. But I think he's definitely gonna pick it up with cloth though, and kind of wrap up. Don't touch it with his hands,
Mhm.
and then put it into the pocket.
It's an iron stone. Powerful device.
What does
Shall I
it
open
do?
up the other?
Would I know what it does, Brett, or do I have to go and research that?
You can use it. You know how to activate an iron stone, or you can spend the time researching it.
I'm not gonna. We'll see once we get out, Zahani. I don't think it's a good idea to mess with this toy right now.
Oh, fine. Then I will open this one. I want something fun.
In it, you will see a jagged edged blade adorned in black glass, and it illuminates with a green light.
It's just a knife.
It looks like a giant sword.
Sword.
Can I see
that's
it?
bigger than a knife.
I can identify it.
Can you?
He'll think to Necrana, what the hell is this?
A weapon I once created long ago.
Does it use my intelligence modifier?
Fuck you.
You use it. As you use it, it taps into your arcane ability.
Oh shit!
I will cast Identify on this sword.
Nice.
Good plan. Good plan.
The sword is called the Brand of Necrana. It functions as a longsword, but when you attack with it, you attack with a spell action. With like a spell attack.
Oh.
Instead of using a normal long. You can choose to use your spell attack instead of your
Oh, that's sick.
instead of like
Wow.
a strength or intelligence attack.
But you'd still have to be proficient in longsword, right? To
This
use proficiency.
you
stuff?
do not require a proficiency in this sword.
Oh,
Okay.
dude, that's really good then.
It deals an additional 1d6 necrotic damage and gives you resistance to radiant damage sources.
Lich likes this.
I
1d6,
convey all this information to everyone.
The blade could also shed a bright light in a 10-foot radius, and dim in 10 foot, and you have the ability to dim, like turn that off if you wish.
It's literally like a lightsaber. I'm imagining fucking like Anakin coming back to the academy, like dun 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 dun.
Can you identify the stone, please?
Holds out.
Sure.
It is an Ion Stone of Leadership. Equipping this will allow you to increase your charisma score by 2 to a maximum of 20.
Oh wow, that's like one of the only items to give you charisma scores.
Powerful. Oh, by the way, we never picked who got the legendary resistance from the
yeah.
old Tremor Lich.
Yeah. Who wants the legendary resistance?
Who wants it? I vote.
All of us.
We could roll for it. I will abstain because I'm well,
Lich.
you know, yeah. I've already betrayed the party once today, so the rest of you guys can roll if you want.
I thought you were gonna be like, I vote me so that I can double down on everything that's happened today.
Can you remind me what exactly it did again?
Legendary resistance allows you for once a day, anytime you fail a saving throw, you could be like, nah, I pass, and then
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's really good.
It's good for mostly people that use concentration spells or don't have high defenses, basically.
I think we could just roll for it, right? That's probably the fairest thing.
Yeah.
1d20.
Wait, there's
1d100.
We could roll. I was gonna say we could roll 1d1000. We got roll 20.
Let's do it. Pick a number. Let's get it.
Where are we going?
There's 4 of you, so just do roll 1d4, right?
Oh, we're
No,
just gonna
no,
do.
some-
We're,
no,
okay,
no,
we're
'cause
gonna
then
do
someone
it
can
the
get
normal
4.
way. The normie way. Yeah, we can.
No,
do
no,
that.
'cause then you can get 4 people with a 4 then.
No. He's
Right.
just saying give all of us a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, and
Oh.
roll a 1d4.
I like the rolling. I
just
think
rolled a
1d1000.
1d1000.
Why?
All right, I'm matching.
You do
I'm
1d1000,
matching
dude.
Anna.
What does it matter?
Ah! Well, I fucked
What
up.
is it? What is that? Oh, you're
Yeah, I
rolling it
messed up
off.
too.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
My heart.
Relatively close.
Zanny with a 684.
Oh, baby! Honey gets it.
Legendary resistance Sahani.
To be fair,
Oh my god.
Polymorph.
Yes.
That's gonna be
Yeah,
going
that's
in
why
there.
I
It's
wanted
really
to
good
go
with
polymorph. It's
polymorph.
gonna be fat.
True.
Yes.
All right.
Also, I shouldn't have rolled. I'm not in that room. I don't know what's happening. Ignore
Oh, no,
it.
we would
Oh
have
no,
done
this
it.
is for before. This is
Yeah,
from
we would've
before.
Oh,
done
you're right.
before.
You're right. Yeah, this isn't the stone. Never mind.
Well, I don't need the stone personally. I'm not the most charismatic person.
Wouldn't that mean you need it more?
It doesn't really do much, trust me.
I don't see
Yeah, should
the
we give it to the
appeal.
least charismatic or the most? Why? I'm probably the most charismatic, and that does. Ooh. Maybe it's like the childlike wonder in me, huh? Everyone believes me.
I vote either Zahani or Gideon.
I have an 18 in charisma.
Wait, you do?
Yeah.
You can
You
get a
could be our
20.
face.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Take it.
All right, fuck it.
'Cause I'm not in the room, so I think if
Zahani?
you guys in there don't want it, I think Zahani should just take it.
Zanny, I think the stone is yours, I suppose.
I
Take
am
it.
a born leader, aren't I?
What about the sword, though?
It
I
is
don't
the sword of
know what to
Necrona.
use.
I do want to put my name forward.
And I do want to say, though, you might have a lich that's scary inside of you that might kill us all. So I'm also nervous about giving you a weapon. Right now, at least. Maybe during the fight of Cosmikara.
I could
I'll
kill
just
you
use
with
this sword
many
too.
worse
I will
spells.
take everything. I'm very convincing.
Honey
aren't
will
I?
make the hard decision to take all.
No, I will hand it to teacher.
I'm gonna try and interfere with that.
Why?
I don't think we should give him a sword yet. We can talk about the sword at a later time.
Do I just hold it for now?
Think I'm gonna stab
don't-
you with it?
Yes, maybe.
You realize we're wizards and can kill each other in much more efficient ways than a sword.
I can counterspell a spell. I don't have counter sword. So
You have
I do
shield.
think
We learned it in class
It
together.
doesn't just block every physical move. I'm not confident with you with a sword in your hand currently. Not until we've at least spent a night working out what you are.
Understood. If you really feel that way, we shall keep it with Zahani.
I will just hold it
I
for
don't
now.
think that's a good idea
I
either.
will run around.
Zach-
with it.
Zakazan
Honey
or
will just
Gideon?
hand it to his teacher
Yeah.
whenever requested.
If
Not that
Zakazan-
big a difference.
Zahani, give it to Zakazan.
Oh yes, I was just running around with it. I apologize. Here.
Yeah.
I'll carry it until tomorrow.
how do I earn your trust if you won't give it to me?
10 minutes ago, you broke all of our trust. We're not going to give you the sword to begin with. It's not you we're concerned about.
We still won't know for sure for tomorrow, but perhaps there's some great evil brewing in you, baking for 1 hour. If that's
Okay.
the case,
Let's see if it's a time-released evil. And he'll skulk off.
At this point, you are able to recall back to the academy whenever you wish.
is that everything?
I believe
It's
so. I need a
everything.
nap. We should go back soon.
Yes.
Do I need a nap? Brett, do I feel tired anymore?
Nope.
Oh, you're so evil, dude.
Fuck off. Just because I'm not sleepy?
You don't feel tired ever again.
You'll have to do some research on your own to see what has changed before I tell you everything that's happening to you right now. 'Cause I thought about being like, here's all the things that has changed. But honestly, I think it's just something you're gonna have to research / discover on your own.
Well, I have a lot of time to study now, I guess, if I don't sleep. So,
I will tell you, you do still require meditation, like an elf would, but you only need 4 hours to do so.
do you want to meditate together, Gideon? That was only partially in character. You don't have to answer that.
Partially, Gideon ignores it in character.
I think, like, in character, the out of character, I think it's such a bad idea to go and sleep at the academy. But in character, we don't know that. So let's
Yeah,
go.
I am
Yeah.
absolutely going to where there's a
Right.
bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
So we can recall, right? You said, Brett?
That is correct.
Oh, yeah, side note, Brett, do I get my spells back when I was fully healed? And when I resurrected?
No, you do not.
Okay.
We don't need to be in a specific place. We can just poof.
Swoop.
You can just swoop. That is correct. It's like a bungee
Trying to
cord.
swoop.
All right, we swoop.
Let's go.
Swoop.
So excited to get back to my bed with no problems in between. It's gonna be so nice.
I've stayed unspoiled, so I actually don't know what we're getting back
I
to.
have no idea. What's
I don't
happening.
know either. All I know is
Yeah, I don't
Brett's
know
tweet
what it
that
is.
was
Yeah.
revived
Yeah, that's-
and
I'm
like
scared.
bad.
Brett's tweet and Bree's tweet are the two things I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Awful.
You all recall back.
Inside a fire.
Everything's on fire. You return back to outside the academy as you're looking at it, and there it appears to be a lot of bustling activity outside of the academy, as a lot of the drones of the inevitable appear to be in a bit of a rush. You will also see in the outside of it a lot of destroyed drones that are out of that area. Something seems to have happened while you were away.
Was there a test today?
It looks like it suffered an attack.
Oh no!
How long were we gone?
From
you look
your
to
formal
Gideon
academy?
and Duck.
Hey, how long were we gone based on what we know of the time?
Well, you were gone for probably, I would say, an hour. But as Gideon
We did
revealed,
short rest.
Yeah.
yeah. So you've been gone
you're
you've been gone for 2 hours. Then I would say, but from what Gideon told you, the Crypt of Necrona is synced to IO time, so it's probably been about 12 hours that you've been gone from the academy.
Well, I guess let's go find out what happened.
Hasn't been that long. We start walking in that direction, I suppose.
Okay, I send a head forwards to make sure we can.
I would like to stand in the back because I am not feeling well.
Yes.
I'll stay with you.
Thank you. Oh,
All right, I'm gonna set head forward as far as I can, just to kind of.
say the
Give us
line,
some
coward.
idea.
So where is there anywhere particular that you would go first within the academy?
The entrance, I assume.
Okay.
What a lich,
That
am I right,
sounded,
guys?
that sounded really rude, but
Yeah,
like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, I lich with a B.
Well, I think it was more of like, I didn't know if you were going to a specific location and then I would explain what you see along the way, or if
Bremer would want to go to
You
his
wanna take
room
it
right
step by
away.
step.
But
I need to go to a bed.
Yeah. I think the plan was we are all going to go to our own rooms, but if we saw that things were a mess, I think we'd probably go together somewhere.
Okay. So let me make sure this looks like.
Should we speak with the inevitable, see what happened? Or is there someone else we can ask?
Let's ask a drone. General. Grab
Yeah,
whatever
first-
drone they see
First
coming
drone flying by.
All right. Let me just go ahead and make sure I've got a couple of things here. Do. That works. All right, so trying to like sorry, something's not loading. Okie dokie. Can I paste EL? No, I can't. All right, so you would, I guess at this point you would just go to the entrance of the academy. So you would go ahead and put all loaded in here. Yeah, as you enter the academy, you will see a couple of students walking around, as if they appeared to be in some kind of panic. You would see a lot of drones walking around. And you would see a lot of destroyed drones around as well. And from what you can tell, this area has definitely appeared to be in some kind of attack.
Gideon would just grab one of the students and say, "What happened here?"
Look here real quick. All right, just get one more thing. Okay. You would rush over to one of the students, and he looks over at you. The student would just proclaim, We were attacked by some sort of creatures. They were green and small, loud, but they shifted, they formed, they turned into monstrous beings of absolute power.
And why did they attack?
We are uncertain. But as the Guardians and these constructs try to slow them down, they couldn't stop them. They couldn't slow them. They were constantly shifting into large, horrendous creatures of nightmare. They advanced through. They went in the direction of the headmaster's office. We are still uncertain of what has happened with the new headmaster.
They're still here. No one. All right, let's head that way.
Are they here still?
And he's just looking around. It's like, it was absolute chaos, loud screaming. One of them kept saying, "Pickle, pickle, eat the pickle."
Wait, the pickle one?
It's the goblins.
When did they arrive? How long ago?
Oh, it's been several hours now. The chaos seems to have died down a little.
Which way did they go?
And he points,
Headmaster's office.
points in the
Did you lose
direction.
your hearing when you lost your life? Let's go.
Oh shit!
Ouch.
What do you mean it's the goblins?
He asks as they walk.
Pickle. Small,
yes,
green,
smell.
loud.
Goblins.
So your
Al's never met them, so he has no idea what they're going on about.
Oh, you've never met them?
Al didn't. He wasn't there.
Oh my
That was, Egg was there.
head,
He just said pickles, small,
So-
green, loud.
you would head over to the headmaster's office. It is sealed with a steel door, but as you approach, the door will open.
Oh,
And
God,
you
he's
will
gonna
be-
dead, isn't he?
And you'll be permitted entry
Oh.
into it. It's all right. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah, you would walk in and you actually see the inevitable standing there. And as you're looking around, you would see like tiny little of those drones like flying around it, as if it is being repaired.
Are you functional?
Its head would jerk up to you.
The students of the Academy has returned. Yes, this unit is
Functional.
Okay. What happened?
We were attacked by agents of Cosma.
Of Cosmos.
They had been infused with power. I was able to ascertain some of it, as I've allowed them entryway into here, into the heart of
The inevitable change.
What?
Why are you doing that with your voice?
Please specify what is wrong with my voice.
You are saying things, but it sounds in a different voice.
I am always improving.
Always improving.
I think his voice box is bugging.
Ah,
Oh, it might be.
you're really damaged. So, they attacked you? They attacked the whole place? Did they take anything or do anything beyond that?
Unfortunately, they did. They have tapped into my
Personal knowledge.
of the warriors that will fight against Cosma Kara. And
But
they
how
were,
did they do that?
they were able to tap using some sort of ancient magic
Ancient magic.
that I am unfamiliar with. I have been studying it for the past few hours. They will not be able.
To do it again.
Oh, well, you know, that's great.
They have gained
Once they-
knowledge and files of the following individuals.
Individual.
And you'll just hear a...
They have taken the files of
Dakazan. Tremor. Zahani. Captain Cornelius Armstrong.
they yet do not know of the Cathosian warriors. It is simple to conclude that they came to infiltrate to gather knowledge for Cosma Kara.
Cosmos Power.
Hmm.
And once they acquired this knowledge, they left.
I am uncertain, but I do not sense their presence.
Were you turned offline?
The being will remain silent for a minute.
Processing. This unit observed something extraordinary. One of these goblin individuals were able to successfully cast
A spell of banishment.
Oh,
Wait a minute. If they banished you, where are you originally from?
no, not him.
Oh.
It was attempted on them.
Oh, you attempted on them.
incorrect. The goblins were able to successfully cast it on me.
Yeah,
Oh.
see?
I yield the floor.
Hmm.
I observed something out of the ordinary that this unit is still attempting to process.
The inevitable would have returned at the end of the banishment spell, because the inevitable is of this plane.
Incorrect.
No?
Oh!
Wouldn't it have been permanent?
A normal banishment spell would place me into a pocket dimension if I was native to this plane. I was instead sent elsewhere. And
How did you get back?
it seems the caster of the spell ended it prematurely. If the caster would have continued the spell, I would have been stuck in this location.
Permanently.
I didn't realize it was concentration. Tremor says, looking at the DM.
So this information on each of these individuals, what does that pertain? Is it their abilities, their location? Can I track them at any point?
Your combat abilities, your biodiagnostics, your
Processing.
I have recalled an image of what I've seen, the location that I have been. I can show you this now.
Through an illusion, I imagine, not send us there. We're not in a state to fight right now.
That is
Correct.
Oh, thank goodness.
After you do this as well, it might be smart to wipe all data on everyone. Give us the locations.
the data will remain secured. If this unit is under an additional attack, the data will be
deleted.
Okay.
And at that point, you will see an illusion of lights come out of the inevitable. As a room of marble and metal stands before you. A plate of glass is illuminated there. As you see the space, like a space-like sky. And off in the distance, you will see what appears to be the shadow of a giant torso.
Giant, like, god giant?
It looks like it's way off into the distance, but it looks like a severed torso.
Oh, okay.
Is this Cosma? Off-plan Cosma, I mean.
unknown. It is safe to assume that the corpse that is evident here may potentially be of
Cosma.
This has led me to a conclusion. My memory database has been
Tampered with.
This location appears to be of the Prime Plane, where your planet of
Io.
is located. I originate from this plane. I originate.
From your plane.
You're of Io.
That assumption would be
Correct.
Is that a sun in the background, by the way, behind it?
It look. Sorry, making sure my thing's not on. It appears to be like you actually kind of see it like glowing off. It's letting off some sort of like irradiated rays around it, but it appears to be that of some sort of molten giant.
Which of the goblins cast banishment?
the one identified as
Pical.
If they are agents of Cosma, they have been infused with.
Great power.
They are now a threat.
Would you say they're the most primary threat?
Processing calculation.
Cosmakara is still the relevant threat. I was able to keep back the goblins, while they were able to maintain a distance, and they were able to recall some of the information from my database. Analyzing the combat with them, they are still more of a nuisance than a threat. However, they should not be taken
Lightly.
Their threat is only due to the power given to them by Cosmakara.
through the power
We're
of
able to
Cosma.
breach the school and compromise you. They are a threat.
And the head turns over to you.
This would be a fair assessment that will be remedied quickly, efficiently.
And
What is your
without
plan?
mercy.
Question. If you have the details on us and the other warriors, and the goblins were meant to be another set of warriors, do you have their database of their, prior to their change, what they were capable of?
Correct.
May we have that information, please, that we might study it ourselves?
This is sufficient. This may assist. I also was attempting to tap into their abilities to learn more of the power of Cosma. Unfortunately, they were able to
Resist.
They know where we reside. Do we have any clues as to where they reside?
processing. I recall a moment within the combat. One of them, by the name of
Chisel.
vanished in front of me. I believe I may be able to analyze where they retreated to, where they teleported to.
How long?
Fantastic.
It will take some time, but we do not know what is on the other side. However, we could potentially transform this to allow us.
You go on the offensive.
We should do that as soon as we're rested.
Yes, I need to sleep, please.
We should probably also contact the captain and inform him that his
It
information
could
has
be
been...
next.
Yes, exactly. They could have gone there. Also, we should try and, as soon as we wake up, try and study anything we can about where they might have gone, as soon as we get the information on it. We don't
We
want
have
to
a
dive into
captain?
somewhere where they have an advantage. No, the captain, that he mentioned the pirates.
Oh, yes.
This could also prove to be a benefit to us. They are unaware of the,
Athosian warriors.
with an ability to gather their data. They are unaware of that group when the fight against Cosmakara begins.
Which ones are they?
Under IO.
It's under IO. Yeah.
Okay.
They
That's
won't
an
live
advantage
long
we have.
enough to see that confrontation.
Unless we could get them to come with us in the morning.
I meant the goblins.
No, if we
You
go
okay?
straight there, and they have the advantage of the playing on home ground, we might be in a really difficult spot.
This is correct.
Let's get
Attacking
the
them
pirates
now
on with
would
this.
be,
Reckless.
you're uncertain
What if-
what is there.
Whereas if we know that they're constantly going to be coming here, we could set a trap for them. Make them
Well-
come straight into our playing hand.
More importantly,
Cosmokara
is stirring. We do not have much time before Cosmokara awakens. We must still prepare for the fight. If we attempt to fight ill-prepared, the result will be
disastrous.
we can still use this information after the combat with Cosmokara. If we emerge victorious against Cosmokara, this may place these goblins in a
weakened position.
At that point, we will have analyzed their location. We will strike without mercy. We will
Stop them.
You think we should do that after we deal with Cosmo? You mean? After we slow Cosmo down?
We should slay Cosmokara and then strike them at their location. We are out of ideas. We are out of time.
Look, in Dragon Chess, you don't go straight after the king before you take out a few pawns. It just does seem a little risky.
Cosmokara
is the pawn.
You think the goblins are more powerful?
Whom?
I am not worried about the goblins. I'm worried about the location that they came from. They have gained power of
Cosmo.
wherever location they are in. They have a direct tap into that power. Cosmokara is merely a child of the actual threat. And the goblins are in a location where they are now tapping themselves into the power of pure
Cosmo.
Oh. This is why you never bring goblins.
Your analysis.
Why you never bring goblins.
Is this my fault?
Does your analysis say we are ready to defeat Cosmokara?
processing probability percentage. Report what happened in the Crypt of Necrona.
Tremor?
That was a question. I have gained the ability of checks spellbook. The Bane of Cosma, as well as unknown other factors.
This is adequate and will add a positive variable into the fight against
Cosmokara.
Are you able to scan Tremor and search for any ill content, any manifestations of evil inside him? He is, in fact, undead now.
I can approach Tremor.
And you'll see him hold out his hand as a needle comes out of the palm.
I vote
It's
yes.
necessary. Will it put you at ease? He'll look to the rest of the party.
A step towards it.
He asks you guys a question.
I am not worried, but I don't know about them.
We've been here before, haven't we? It's just a needle.
I will require a blood sample. The pain will be
temporary.
Yeah, the needle will will for you this time it goes into your arm as you see that a blood sample is taken.
Do I feel anything?
You do not.
Evil.
processing. This is the blood of an
immortal.
You are incapable of dying of natural causes.
What are natural causes?
Mortality is
Finite.
Tremor does not follow these rules anymore. Necrotic energies is coursing through his vessel. He will become a powerful
necromancer.
and thus more capable to face off against Cosmokara.
And whatever's controlling it.
Can you do that to me too? want
I
to
control
see
it.
what I do.
Zari, step back.
Why not? What if I am evil?
Okay, stick him.
I'm not evil, Zahani.
Stick me too.
0 point. That boy has wondrous magic, and I have no idea how he's done it.
Whether
You should-
his
Should
motive-
legendary resist the stick he does? Impossible.
whether his motivation is good nor evil is,
Irrelevant.
Cosmokara must be destroyed. I will also
Motivation is rather
scan.
important.
I will also scan of
Zahani.
approach.
Okay.
He will grab your arm and place a needle through into it.
Ow!
You have a new power within you.
Oh, I know that one. Unless, is it a different one? What are you talking about?
He's still holding your arm.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
You have gained an adequate resistance. Will you show me? It will allow me to process more effectively our chances against Cosmokara.
I look back to everybody. Should I do that? I don't.
Don't play all your best moves at once, I say.
Yeah, I want to keep it
If
secret. I don't
if
want to
he
do
gets
it
attacked
even to you
again,
guys.
they might learn the information.
Oh, that is right. No, thank you, please. I don't know how to control it. Winks at group.
Mindset group.
We talked about no thank you please before the stream. That's amazing.
He will lift you up and then release your arm.
That hurt.
That planet in the background, how much of it is molten?
Processing. From the minimal data that I can confer, it appears to be of a planetoid. It used to once be planetoid, solid. It has gone through some sort of nova reaction.
Nova. Just a thought. It might be beyond our means, but Dekazan, how much of a gravitational pull would we need to pull Cosmokara into that planet? Fry it up.
It would depend on where Cosmokara is. How much of a pull it already has towards the planet.
For knowledge that you know, Cosmokara, of course, is the baby that is outside of the Astral Academy.
Oh right, sorry. This is just a Cosmo body.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this body is literally just Cosma, like just the big bad like actual just Cosma. So, just so
The
there's
torso?
yeah, the torso up there is estimated to be Cosma. Yeah, and also the body that
Okay.
you were teleported to in the beginning.
Oh, that's the undead planet body. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
Speaking of that body, I think we actually retrieved something from it that never crystallized.
We did?
Yeah, remember the
I wasn't
relic
there.
or the power from the Cosma Slasher, whatever it was called.
Ah, yes. You found a creature while you were on this body mass. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Would you like to give it to me for analysis?
If I remember, I think Dokazan and I had a sample of it that we could turn into an artifact or an item.
That is correct. If you wish to do it in such a method, however, I believe that I can take it and process it into knowledge that will assist us against the battle of Cosmokara.
To what end?
That is unknown at this time. I will need it to process it. I am still seeking power of Cosma. I was unfortunate to not get it from the goblins who attacked. But this may assist.
I can offer mine if, Duck, you want to use yours for an item.
Do you have to give it up, or you're just offering it for analysis?
It'll be taken for analysis, but it may be processed to a better me if it will defeat
Cosmakara.
All right. Hand that one over then.
I'll hand it over.
You will just see the spiritual energy leave you and go into the inevitable as it just begins shaking around a little violently, and then his arms will drop and stop.
Thank you.
I will need some time to analyze this. But this has a sufficient sample of Cosma energy.
I would like to cast Identify on my piece of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna insight check that. Thank you. That
Okay.
didn't like that, and also didn't notice anything. He's dead.
Dead behind the eyes.
So with your Identify, you can essentially transmute it into an item, which I have the list for, which we never went over. I can let you know about that before the next session. But essentially, you can transmute it into an item that will actually provide use. It could be like, I think it's like a damaging item, a movement assistant item, or like regeneration for a certain period of time. But it would be up to you how you'd want to do that. But I'll give you the list of that before the next session.
It can transmute multiple times, or like it's an EV. I can give it a certain stone to evolve once.
It's a one-time deal, so you have to choose which item you would want.
Can't let me extract the spell. Okay.
That is correct.
Cool.
I have much to process. I would recommend resting. I must process what I have witnessed and see if it will assist against the fight.
Do you know where the pirates are?
Processing.
We have been building a teleportation facility between the one they call Armstrong's house and here. We will easily be able to teleport to them if necessary.
Prepare that, just in case, at least as a warning.
Well, I could probably also send a message.
Do you
Tomorrow,
believe that
though.
the goblins at this point in time have the ability to travel between planes themselves?
I believe that they have that
Capability.
through the power of Cosma.
So if we were to send them back to Io, Cosma's power would let them return.
Correct.
Well, there goes that idea.
Yeah, you're right. That's, I say, the sooner we sleep, the less likely they are to show up again so soon.
We need as many people with us as possible to battle Cosmakara. Can't just go in on our own.
It's true. What if they show up during that, though? That's gonna
And
be
we kill them where they stand.
them and Cosma?
Yes.
You think I don't know if we can handle that.
What does it matter what we think?
Because that's what we're
If
best
that
at.
happens, then that is what will be. We should sleep, and whatever this inevitable tells us is the next best step, we'll do that in the morning.
Okay. We should also
Agreed.
think of escape strategies, though. Just in case.
If we fail, there's no escape. Cosmic Aura wins. The planes are doomed.
Wars are made up of many battles.
I don't remember giant space babies in those many battles.
Oh, we shall write the history of the first one then. We don't sacrifice ourselves if there is another way out. If we are overwhelmed. It'd be folly.
Personally, I think we should try to preempt the goblins' next move and catch them before the fight with Cosma.
Yes.
They can only grow in power the longer we leave them as well.
But the inevitable said if we slay Cosmic Aura, their link will probably be severed and they will be squishy little goblins again.
But I do not trust the inevitable right now.
And the science behind this is confusing because if Cosma is also a pawn, and they've gone straight to the tap source, how would removing the carapace weaken them?
Just to repeat, Cosma is the big entity. He's just saying like Cosmic Aura is still a threat, but by bypassing Cosmic Aura and going straight to the source, if there's something, I think it was more the logic that was trying to be said is if we're still not powerful enough to kill the pawn, then how do you expect to destroy the king? You know, if you're going straight to like the source of it, I think is what I was trying to say with that. AKA teleporting straight into that, there may be a greater threat, but that's unknown at this time.
But we wouldn't have to go there to fight goblins.
That is true.
Unless that's where we think they are right now.
It is unknown.
I, for once, agree with the inevitable. I think we're ready to take on Cosmic Aura.
If we have assistance.
Yes, the warriors that did not betray us should join us.
We gather them. We try to fight Cosmic Aura. But also, I do think we should have some form of escape strategy in that fight if the goblins show up and they are too much.
Sure.
Okay.
Inevitable, do you know of an escape plan we could bring with us?
If you were to face against Cosmic Aura,
Yes.
I can research a way. The same way that the goblins used to retreat back. I can teleport you to safety if necessary.
I don't think that's an option.
This is correct. If you must retreat from Cosmic Aura when the fight begins, then our worlds are
Doomed.
Kind of said that without the cool voice effect, but yeah. Gideon mutters.
Shut the fuck up, idiot.
If we seem to be losing, if we have an escape, we can at least look back on where we went wrong and prepare to try again.
My spell I can only use once. I don't think we would have a better chance after I used it.
We will win.
Of course. We have to. But we should always have the contingency in case the inevitable is wrong.
The contingency is we become like Tremor. We die. That's it.
I'm the contingency.
If you don't like this, maybe the inevitable could send you back to Io.
That would be a mistake. I'm
I
merely
agree.
saying that I don't believe whatever the inevitable says. I don't think that if Cosmic Aura breaks through into Io, everything is doomed. I refuse to believe that this thing is that powerful.
Well, we'll find out one way or another. I have work to do. I need to understand what I am. And we should all get some rest.
Yes, agreed.
Agree.
Although, if the goblins made it here, it stands to reason they went other places. I don't know if the academy is secure, but we should check to see if anything was lost.
All right. So, you all returned to your rooms to rest?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Trimmer wants
I
to
would
bring
say-
someone though. Like he thinks they should go to each of their rooms one by one to make sure there's no I
Yeah.
don't know, assassins or anything.
And I
Okay.
think I was going to suggest that they should stay in the same room together.
Sleepover.
Yeah.
Which room do you
Because we don't know
investigate
when they'll show
first?
up.
I see the teacher.
I'm just gonna use this as a backdrop.
Trimmer wants to go to his room.
Yeah, proximity, whatever's closest, right? Like, just
Yeah.
visit each of them.
Okay. So, Tremor, you're gonna go to your room first. Is that true? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. That brings Zahani and whoever else wanted to come.
You would see that your room is more of a mess than usual.
Oh dear.
Assuming you guys came with me, he would tell you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone's been in here. The goblins. Be on your guard. He's gonna roll an Arcana check to see if he can sense any traps or arcane disturbance.
There does not
+3 on that.
There does not appear to be any sort of magical traps. What are some of the areas that you would look around for?
The doorway, and then crossing the threshold would be like, I don't know, any of the workstations or bed.
Mm-hmm. You would notice that the diary that you placed on your stand is gone, and there seems to be a note placed upon there.
Are we not going to that map, by the way?
This is just a backdrop because you guys are going to a variety of rooms, if that's all right.
Yeah.
He'll
Theater of the mind.
look
Theater
at
of
the
the
note.
mind,
He
yeah.
won't touch it, but he'll look at it.
The note will read in a very flowery sort of
Oh
like
my
font,
gosh.
like
wise.
like a very flowery note, and I will happily read the note to you as well.
No. I see who's by.
It says, "Dear Tremor, it's me, Clert. I don't have much time, but I'd like to write this down to explain things, since next time you see me, I may be a horrible monster of darkness with no agency over my goblin form. I work for the big baby now, but not really. Keep it on the down low, but frankly, I don't really appreciate the whole vibe over there or the whole destroy Nio thing. Just wanted to get this out of the way beforehand. I know you don't like us and probably will double hate us after today, but for what it's worth, I'm leaving some general info about our employer here. His
Oh
name
my god.
is Lagos, and he's the chump controlling Cosma from what looks like the baby's brain. He's got a bone to pick with Io and has some grudge about being the last of his kind. Whoever his kind were, though, they have some real wild stuff. All these pipes and wires and a big wall that could talk. Real tight-lipped, though. He kept dodging every question we asked. He didn't even have any friends. Total pathetic loser, truth be told. Real grumpy, like you. Anyways, we were sent to the academy to gather info on you guys, so I'm just gonna borrow some of this useless crap in your room to pass off as the real deal. Just some weird glowing gems and the dusty book on your desk. Thanks for the help. Love, Clert."
Oh my
Oh my god.
Wow.
This note connects him to the Astari and that whole, the delegate that was sent to Io. You remember that, right? From last episode?
Oh.
The Lagos guy.
Oh yeah.
That's the name that we heard from the dead Astari. So
The emissary of the end.
Yep. Well, Tremor would be genuinely surprised at that, and pick up this paper and read it through probably twice, and look to the others and say, "Well, they continue to surprise," and then he'll show them the note, and explain if this is true, and Although I wouldn't trust a goblin's word, I don't know how they would know this name otherwise. It seems we have found what the last Astari and this emissary of the end.
Ah,
I don't understand. So the note says they will become monsters.
It seems they're being corrupted or warped to the purpose of this Lagos. What they don't know,
Post the note.
this Lagos character, they don't know that we went to the Crypt of Necrona, that we know Astari. What I have become, we could maybe use this against them. And the location of their base, we have that too now. Although it does seem beyond our means at the moment. He said the head of Cosma, right? Not Cosmikara.
Controlling so yeah, he said his name is Lagos and he's the chump controlling Cosmo from what looks like the baby's brain. You got a bone to pick with Io. Yeah.
He's in the baby's brain.
Well,
Wow, he's
Although
it looks like.
I mean, the torso was missing a head, right? So
Yeah, that's what I was assuming. He was the head of Cosma, not Cosmikara. But it also could have just been his interpretation. This is important. It also
the torso does have a head, just so you know that it's floating out.
oh,
in
it
space.
does. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was severed. I
Could be in
don't.
the baby then.
I still don't think we can trust them by any means, but this
I
is
think
a
our plan
good
stays
sign.
the same.
Right. I want to search the room just for anything else that might have been left.
At the very least, we could
Go
maybe
make an investigation
flip
check.
some of them. It seems they have doubts.
well, I mean, it seems they're opportunistic, so we should be careful about that.
Yeah, I'm not saying we risk anything, but if their hearts
of
aren't
course.
in it,
They're looking for the best solution for them to gain from it, right?
yeah.
Duck is on.
At the very least, the clerk seems to be the brains. I don't know about the others.
Duck is on. You will see that the waste bin in this room has been specifically made sure to be pushed inside out.
The garbage is inside out.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Oh, Tremor.
Damn goblins. He's gonna look into the sky and there's fire in his eyes. Pulls out a blade. They'll pay for this.
What?
That
I-
would have been
no,
cooler
I
if
don't
you
care.
had the other blade.
Yeah, really. Give me the fucking blade. I want the cool one.
Hold on.
Tomorrow.
If we can work out what they want,
The goblins?
yeah, maybe we could be the little third side, offering them things.
They want power and to not die.
There's no way they will see us
That
as
sounds like
more
you.
powerful than Cosma.
I've got an idea.
Remember, we'll glare at Zani.
We
If
know
I wanted to not
Astari.
die, I wouldn't have been fucking died.
Okay, well, hold on. We know Astari. What if we set up a fake thing for them to find, which is like written by Lagos or something, and we write it in Astari, basically saying how he's going to betray them. So when they find it, I don't know if they can work out how to read the language, but if they work
They
out how to
won't
read it,
freak it out. It's a dead language.
no, but they might be able to work it out somehow.
They might have magic.
Yeah. And then they'd think, who else speaks Astari? They'd be convinced.
Uh-huh.
From this
Right.
note, it sounds like don't they know that Lagos is a real bad guy?
Yeah, they just don't really care.
Well, I feel like if they took the time to write this note, And if they really were turned into monsters and that's why they attacked the academy, maybe they don't intend to do us harm if they're in their right mind.
I don't really believe there is a right mind of a goblin.
That's fair.
Opportunistic to the end.
So we still kill them if they get in the way. There's no difference.
But I think Al's got a point. If we can present another option, and even better, convince them it was their idea, I think that's one way we can turn them against their master.
Right.
I believe we just have to make it sound fun for them. That's what they go off of.
You know
Yeah.
fun, don't you, Zahani?
Yes, and that's what I would do.
Okay, Zahani's in charge of the party planning.
Okay. Yes. Remember, because Lagos wants to consume. Goblins, they will have nothing to do in Lagos's future. Whereas, look, we let a few super dangerous goblins run rampant on Io somewhere. Give them their own city. I don't know. If it helps bring down Lagos, it might be a good deal to make.
How about we make a contract, a bounty, out for the head of Lagos, the reward being a kingdom on Io.
We just don't own a kingdom right now, so we're gonna have to, like...
Does that matter?
I think... You're probably right, yeah.
They do love contracts.
Yeah. Maybe study this script, Zahani. We can make something similar and leave it for them.
I don't know where we would leave it.
All we gotta do is get in their heads.
How do we get in there?
I just need to meet one once, and then I can send them messages.
I have an idea. Trimmer's gonna look around. Is the body of Handsome still there? Isn't that?
Yep.
Is that his
Oh
name?
yeah. Oh yeah. Still there. Yep.
I have an idea. Give me a day. You'll go to the body.
Oh my god. Shall we check the other rooms?
I should, yes.
You can leave me here.
Sleep here.
Zahani, you can stay if you like.
Yes, please.
Which room do you check next?
Whichever is closest.
Yeah.
Be
Just
Gideon. I would say Gideon would be closer.
I don't think Gideon wants me in his room anyway, so that works out.
All right. So you guys go into Gideon's room.
Yeah.
The same thing. A lot of things are just overturned. Waste baskets are inside out. And you notice that some of the like paintings that may be hanging up the wall, they seem slightly askew. Same thing. You will note that your diary that you've kept your notes have been taken, and a note has been in its place.
Sure, I'll pick up the note.
All right. The note.
Do an
Will-
extra scan of the room.
Okay. The note will read the following. Dear guy who lives in this room, sorry in advance, we're taking your books and papers on your desk in order to shovel pointless info onto our boss Lagos, the guy who pilots the big baby. He really hates your guts. Anyways, just wanted to leave this here as an IOU for one diary next time you see me, probably as a horrific affront to God. I'm the goblin with the impeccable music talent. You know me if you ever see me. Love, Clert.
I like that he does this high treason in every room so that at least one of them makes it to somebody.
Yeah, he's playing every single side he can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Damn goblins.
Yeah, I'll literally say damn goblins and then stuff the note in my pocket. As
Duck
the
is on.
IOU.
Duck is on. You don't find anything else.
Okay.
I'm gonna be furious if they've done this to my room. Everything was impeccable.
The
let's
next
go
Find out.
you can go into Al's room or the next closest room, which would be Zahani's.
Check Zahani's first, but I'm shaking.
Shaking.
Zombies.
All right, so you go into Zahani's room. Zahani's not with you, correct?
Yes, I'm with Tremor.
Okay. Zahani, I assumed you did not keep your room unlocked. Is this correct?
No, of course fucking not.
All right, cool. That's what I assumed. So yeah, everyone else is like elaborately
More than
picking
likely, the
locks.
door is actually open still.
Yeah, so, and when they went to go to like pick your lock, they were like, this is just open. What the fuck? So you go into Zahani's room. Zahani, I assumed your room was like, it had like a variety of like different shapes and statues that you could try to like
and the bed was
practice
still
your changeling.
singed.
Yeah, and then you got a singed bed. Oh yeah, all of that. It smells like urine when you enter this room.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh,
That's pungent.
that's piss.
They're definitely dehydrated.
The note simply reads, "Dear Goblin Racist, you're scum. As payment for your various frankly unbelievable moves to casually impersonate my people, I'm helping myself to your stuff. Don't even bother asking for it back. Love, Clern. P.S. Sorry about the smell. Model had to go real bad."
Oh my god!
I like how they remembered each of us and the interactions they had.
Oh,
How
maybe
did they
Zahani
know
will
whose
like the
room
scent.
was- I guess it was from what they downloaded.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want goblin piss in my room.
I never
Then
met you.
Were you a goblin racist?
No, but
So then I don't think
Maybe-
they will piss in your room. They didn't piss in mine.
oh, let's check Dakazan's.
Dekazan, your room is as pristine as you had left it.
Jeez,
I'm gonna search it anyways.
You do not find anything out of the ordinary with that roll.
It's
no
locked.
notes?
Nothing. Nothing seems to. Everything is where it's right where it was
He
supposed
totally
to be.
left it under your pillow.
I'll look
Just
under
saying.
my pillow.
Nothing.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
Strange.
Oh,
Let's check yours, although if they never met you, I don't know why they would go to your room.
Al, as you
True.
open your door, anxiety fills you as you see that your room has been left untouched.
oh. Wait.
He walks forward and he finds just a tiny bit of dust.
They were here.
I really want to check Egg's room, but Al doesn't know him.
Egg would have been there, right? He would have been at the academy, so.
He ran off. He's not
Oh.
actually at the academy right now.
Oh, shit. Did you join Cosma too? Guess we'll find out.
Well, I guess since our rooms are mostly, and I look at Zahani. Well, I look around. Zahani's not even here, right?
He's not even
that's
there to
correct,
clean up the
yeah.
pit.
All right, good.
It's just gonna
Well, I
get
guess it's a good
worse.
thing Zahani's cleaning Tremor's room, because
Oh.
the rest of us should be able to get a good night's rest.
All right. And with that, you all will be fully rested. You will have leveled up, and so will end today's episode of Astral Academy. But one more thing.
No.
You will, Tremor, hear a voice in your head. 2 messages pops up from Petra. The
Okay.
messages are, "We're going on a cruise. I'm gonna gamba. Sachi wants to eat div. Wasn't paying attention. How was school? Probably pretty boring, I bet."
Was that both messages?
That was
or-
one message, and then followed by
Okay.
another message that says, "We killed some really strong goblins, just like you told us to."
Oh.
Excuse me?
Oh no.
And so
Oh, no.
ends today's episode of Astral Academy.
Oh
What?
no.
Wait, hold on. I can reply, right?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh fuck. It would say, "What goblins? They ransacked our school. Please give description." Also, I perished today.
Yeah, said that as a DM to me, and I will forward the message on.
All right, great.
So ends today's session of Astral Academy.
What a session.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Dude, I actually don't know what we're gonna do. Like, I don't know if we kill the goblins. I don't know if we kill the goblins or if we kill the goblins.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I like all those choices. All those choices are most excellent.
Fucking love. I don't know if we're gonna do kill the goblins or kill the goblins. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling
Tough
killing the
choice.
goblins. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't decide.
All right. I've got some fan art for you guys.
Ooh.
Ah.
Yeah. We've got a meme and we got a couple of fan arts. So this was from a little while ago. If you look over on the stream, let me see real quick. A boom. You will have.
Oh
Oh
boy.
my god.
I wish the ocean was blood. And then it
Oh
just
my
says
gosh.
fish.exe has stopped working.
Don't worry.
Requested nation's exe file has been corrupted due to the ocean becoming blood.
Oh my god.
He's
Love it.
becoming closer to that power now as well.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Next.
I talked about on stream with Arcadum, like what a series of wishes would be that could end the world, and we talked about all of the actual world effects of wishing the world or the ocean was blood would have.
Jesus.
It's pretty wild. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I bet. Next is Alu Monster as the larva, and you just say, "I'm sorry, little ones." And then you
Oh
just-
Oh my god. I forgot about this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I blocked this out. That's great.
and then someone drew art of Tremor fighting off against the Lich. Tremor and Ellie fighting off against the Lich.
That's
So
cool.
Ooh, that lich is sick.
Wow.
yeah.
Someday that'll be me.
That.
That was you last week.
I meant
No,
the other side of it.
I know.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. Good session. You guys enjoyed yourself today?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was good.
Very cool, very cool.
Before we wrap up, there's one more thing that I forgot I needed to do. And it was... It was this.
What?
Okay.
Cosmikara is beginning to awaken.
I can't sleep.
I didn't know he was asleep.
Your time is running short. There are still, I will copy and paste again the quests that you have left. But the battle is coming soon. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good day.
Okay, bye.
Bye.